This is Flo from Emerhub, and thank you for joining this podcast, Emerge. We're in Vietnam today with Tommy. Hi, Tommy.
Hi, friends.
Yeah, he's our director for Emerhub Vietnam. So I'm very pleased to introduce him to you. And we are going to talk about Vietnam today and the business environment and also what kind of service we can offer. But more than that, it's to talk about Vietnam, about how this place is amazing now to make companies to relocate. I've been traveling here around and also working around, and I've been impressed by how Vietnam is. So maybe you can tell us a bit more about yourself and a quick introduction for everybody, and also what behind I want to know is how how Vietnam is now. What is your vision of how the country is economically at the moment, and what is the road and why people should come to Vietnam? Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Florent, for the introduction. My name is Tommy. I'm the branch manager of Emerhub in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. So, uh, I have the experience in working overseas in Malaysia, in Israel, and in the Philippines. So, I just came back to Vietnam 5 years ago. With the experience working overseas and the experience of living in the other country, so I can see that in Vietnam, after 5 years I live in the other country, we have a lot of the different in our economic changing. When I go back to Vietnam, I was very surprised about the changing of our market. I can see that many services in Vietnam are very developed comparing with the other markets. So I can see that in Vietnam also currently we have many famous brands that from the US, from the Europe, also they came to Vietnam to invest in our country. And I believe that our market now is very competitive in comparing with the other markets in Southeast Asia. For me, one of the most important things that I recognize about the Vietnam market is about our population structure and our culture. Most of the Vietnamese now in the labor age, so it means that you have no doubt about our labor resources and also about our culture. Vietnamese culture, how to say, it is very, very open culture that we are welcome the other foreigners from the other countries that have a different culture with us. So we are open to talk to you. We are very supportive in helping you to run your business in Vietnam, in helping our country to be more development uh, in our country, and also to improve about the life of the Vietnamese people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting what you said is that you have been overseas, you
Yes.
came back here, and you also see these changes. And
Yes.
also, when I was traveling in Vietnam, we talk in another podcast about that, is this development has been very quick. I think the last few years, we can see it. So for people who have been to Vietnam maybe 5 or 6 years ago and might think, oh, I know Vietnam. Actually, the country has changed a lot. The infrastructure is incredible, even in the countryside. Like I
Yes.
used to
Right.
talk about Da Nang because Da Nang was surprising for me. Uh, you have 20 kilometers of coast development with all the highest brands, Raffle, and to not tell them, or Sofitel, or all the biggest hotel, village hotel, attracting also foreign investments. If you go to Ho Chi Minh City, it's like a kind of Singapore now.
Yes.
So it's incredible. I mean, it's not just like we can say coming to Vietnam for manufacture. For sure, the manufacture is great. I mean, and it's very famous for manufacturing clothing or for agriculture. But it's not only that, like you say, it's the service, the biggest brand are here now.
Yes,
Yeah,
also.
yeah,
Yep. So I can see that I'm a typical Vietnamese. So I also have the time work and stay in the other country. So I was very surprised about the changing of the Vietnam market. Um, I can see that our market is now very competitive with the diversities of the industry and service. For me, I have the experience working in the retail industry, fintech industry, ride-hailing industry, and I can see that many famous brands from overseas they are investing in our country,
yeah,
and also about the condition of the market. I believe that our government is also currently they have a lot of the attractive policies
mm,
to attract the investor.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we can see as a Emerhub, because as you know, Emerhub, we have people to breaking barriers to
Yes.
enter in markets, in emerging market at the time. But I mean, Vietnam is more than an emerging market; it's already emerged. And how it's easy to make a company in Vietnam, a foreign investment company, compared to other countries that you can have around. I do understand also why people are coming here, because yeah, a company you can be 100% for an ownership. The capital to start is not massive. With just a couple of dollars, you can start your company. You can relocate. You have the visa are easy to get, and the taxation also is not high. I mean, it's not massive taxation. So if people are looking to create something, or have a business idea, or wants to expand their brand, it's very easy. Yeah? It's very easy. Yeah, and
Yes. So I believe that as a investor, so I have our I have my own doubt about the new market that I want to invest in. So I think at Emerhub we are providing the service to support the investor and the foreigner company to join our market, and I think our diversity of the service can support with the best solution to the investor and the foreigner
yeah,
companies.
yeah,
Yeah.
completely. Yeah. And but traditionally, I would say it was the big brand that were coming, and or for, like I said, for manufacturing, etc. But we can help also individuals. I mean, like like I said, I was visiting other areas, but we have Phuoc, we have Hoi An. There is a lot of areas, and the tourism industry. If people wants to make an hotel or restaurant, there is a huge market now. They are planning to make direct flight from Australia. You have flights from US coming directly as well. It's I was very impressed by the diversity also of the tourism with China, with Korea, with Japan. It's very open country, yeah? Very multicultural in some areas, and even in Ho Chi Minh City, y- everywhere you go in Ho Chi Minh, you see tourists, or you see expats, or you see people coming here. I think you have also a very good university, high school, where people can relocate with their family. It's amazing, yeah, in terms of diversity here. It's
Yes.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not only one part of business that you can conduct. It's very large. I don't know, but I think in terms of education also the labor and the workforce has probably changed also. The government has invest in terms of education.
Yes.
Yeah,
So for the Vietnam market, especially Ho Chi Minh City, um, can say that we have a very competitive labor in Ho Chi Minh City. As far as you know, in Ho Chi Minh City, we have the very famous universities in Ho Chi Minh cities, and also about the student in Vietnam now, especially in Ho Chi Minh City, they have very good abilities in speaking English,
yeah,
and also about the IT um, field in Vietnam are very developed now. Yep. So I believe that this is very good advantage for Ho Chi Minh City to become the new location for the investor to invest in. So in Ho Chi Minh City, also about the infrastructure, also about the culture, the lifestyle. I think we have the mixed culture in Ho Chi Minh City
Yeah,
because we have many um, foreigner from the other country and also from the previous from our history, and
yeah,
also we have the culture mixed by France. We have the culture mixed by India and also about the China
yeah,
culture also. So I believe that in the people in Ho Chi Minh City, they have very good mindset about the changing and they apply to adapt with the new culture from the other countries and to support the investor and the foreigner to have the business in Vietnam.
yeah. And we
Yeah,
can have them also to do that. Huh?
yeah,
With your team, you have also people in some of business study, market research. If people wants to come here, registration of companies, people wants to relocate with visa. If you're looking also for properties to
of course.
invest,
Yeah,
etc., we can accompany people. What's also like you said, Ho Chi Minh is for me is came to my mind, something come to my mind is when I've been to a lot of places in around the world, and sometimes people are living on one side or on another one. They don't mix, together. And I've been to expat areas, and I've been to over also cafe, restaurants, or clubs or whatever. And each time people were mixing, and I met a lot of Vietnamese here, a lot of expats, and we were talking about business, about creation, and a lot of entrepreneurs also as Vietnamese were adding some ideas, wanted to export to their idea to other country, and so I think the people are welcoming, also accepting, also different culture, and
yes,
it's very remarkable for me, and it's very friendly and safe to when you arrive here. You can get your idea also with other people. Emerhub can help you for sure to structure this business or to expand your activity here as an international firm or as individual. But people around also seems supporting. Yeah, yeah,
yes, you're correct because the Vietnamese people they are very friendly and very supportive for the foreigner.
yeah,
Yeah. For me, I live in the other country and I understand about the different of the culture. And I think for the foreigners in Vietnam, they will have a lot of support from our local people.
mm,
I means this is from our history also. So in our history, we have many um, mixed cultures like the Chinese culture and the Western culture uh, from our history.
yeah,
And also, which is about the mindset of the Vietnamese. They have very open mindset and very friendly
yeah,
culture in Vietnam. Yeah. So for the foreigners and the investor, if you have the chance to travel to Vietnam, I think you will have very good experience in talking with the Vietnamese.
yeah,
So you can talk with the Vietnamese on the street, on the cafe, on the beer pub,
yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yes, very nice and very friendly to support you. Yeah, to talk to
And like
you.
you
Yeah.
said in the street, uh, I had this talk with in another podcast with Russell, who is living here. It's maybe one of the city in Asia where you have this culture of the cafe and to go outside and to talk and to sit, and okay, maybe it's the French culture because I'm French and we have this culture also in Europe. But I found the side of Europe into Vietnam with this culture to be outside and to talk and to be in a cafe or in a restaurant. It's and so you meet people, and when you meet people, your ID grow, and your business ID grow, and your activity grow. So
Yes.
and we can see how it's positive and benefit for Vietnam. So I'm very very surprised. So I really recommend for people who wants to expand or to create or to use Vietnam market, because this is probably one of the easiest place also to set up a company and to set up a business easily, you know. So yeah, and I'm sure
Sure.
you're ready to welcome everybody here,
Yes.
yeah, with the team, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So for me, I'm very confident about our market at
yeah,
the moment.
yeah,
So it is not only about the culture. It is not about the labor age of the Vietnamese people currently. This is about the opportunities, many opportunities in Vietnam and in many kind of the industry in Vietnam. So it is about our government also. Currently, they have very good policies to attract the investor and the foreigner to go to our market, our country to invest in. Yeah.
yeah. If you need information about that, contact Tommy
Sure.
and its team, and we'll be happy to accompany you on your project, on your expansion, on your relocation, on your study, and
Yes.
it will be a pleasure. Thank you very much, Tommy, for today, and I'm sure people will contact you soon, because a lot of people wants to come to Vietnam now, and I do understand why, especially when I talk with you. So thank you very much.
Okay. So thank you very much, friends, for the meeting today with
Yeah,
you. Okay. Thank you.
thank you everybody, and speak you soon for another episode for Emerge. Thank you.